My name is Holly from Migori, and I'm an advocate and a politician and a leader, youth leader. Number one, I would start by making correction that we have never had an amendment on the Constitution, especially post-2010. We understand that this came to promulgation August 2010. Now it's 14 years. We are celebrating 14th year of our new constitution. What I would say mostly, I know we have the new constitution from perspective of the expert is under progression, and we have been having a lot of clamors and various challenges in terms of constitution interpretation, and this is why the constitution itself granted powers to with specific statutes, granted powers to specific courts to lead in the interpretation of this constitution. Of course, through various rules, and we know you cannot just interpret constitution the way it is. Number one, I would say we have had major progress, especially in terms of governance. This is where we brought in the devolution, which is working. Subject or notwithstanding is the challenges that we face. Number two, within the same constitution, I know when you talk of clamor for amendments is with regards to maybe what the youths have been clamoring for, and that is our Gen Zs. I wanted us to understand that the question is, can we amend the constitution? I know this is it is possible. Yes, the constitution can be amended at any time. And in the life of our constitution, we are testing. The Kenyans have been testing where is it that we need to fit, where is it that we need to go with. One challenge is, let me say, in the principles of this constitution, the people who came up with this constitution were very smart. We have very many agencies and commissions which are ensuring the safeguards of the constitution itself. And we have a principle called constitution and constitutionalism. I think that was propounded by Okwama again. Constitutionalism is not knowing the constitution. These are safeguards that are meant to help in implementation of this constitution the way it is. There was one major issue, that is in terms of the history. There was one major issue of Article 27, the rights affirmative action. You see, when this was brought in, people thought that it was about bringing up women, but affirmative action was equality to all gender, right? So such kind of challenges needs proper understanding, proper interpretation, and I think this one, especially in that specific area, we have had a lot of advisory on. Constitutionalism are those safeguards. In the same constitution, we have the commissions, we have the ombudsman, and among the others, who ensures that the commission is adhered to and implemented properly. In terms of governance, I think the constitution have been given a lot of powers to ensure its own safeguards. We can see how the interplay between the courts and specific bodies in terms of implementation of the constitution generally and specifically. If I start with the challenges that we have, like now, Mwangaza Kawera, the governor for Meru, we saw the legislature actually impeached her, but the courts reversed the same, pending hearing and determination of the matters before court. We can see various matters like Finance Bill 2023, which even the Supreme Court was of the view that it was not right because it failed the test of public participation, but the Supreme Court decided otherwise. So these interplays and the powers are all progressions of the Constitution. And it will continue to be like this. This is just 14th year of the Constitution. We think we need to strengthen the understanding and power of each category of Kenyan citizen to understand what is the importance because I will take it from back to our youth. If you saw what I would say the reason Raila Odinga gave to the youths, that yes, we were clamoring for Ruto must go, then what other legal alternative were we going to have? The only legal alternative we are going to have was obvious, that is deputy takes on. Without deputy, whoever takes on is known, which is the speaker. If that was not going to be possible, we are going to have another one. So I mean, the army and the rest of those proposals, that mechanism, if we could only have alternative defined within the constitution, which the constitution, yes, told us. So when we say that there is a principle that law is dynamic, in that it can change with times. So we, the youths, were saying that this has to change. A particular aspect of governance or a particular aspect of constitution must change. Then what is the alternative? So I think for me, I would say, if we have to have an alternative, it must be a strong alternative found within the constitution.